Well, hello. I've now received my Cruz Toolkit Pilot Toolkit in its box, posted from the States. So I'm going to open it up and we'll have a look at it and see what we've got inside here. A little bit of packing paper, and inside we have the toolkit, all wrapped up in a nice plastic bag and protected. Open it up and let's have a look and see what we've got. Inside here. Well, the toolkit itself is done up very nicely in a brown canvas bag tied up with a bow. There's a Cruz Tools sticker that I've got here, no doubt stick that on something, and just a little instructions sheet here, which is a limited warranty with various disclaimers, and it mentions motorcyclists and musicians but not pilots, so I hope this is the pilot bag that we've actually got here. Okay, let's have a look and see what's inside the bag. Well, let's have a look. Oh, it opens up very nicely there like that. And we've got a set of spanners, an adjustable wrench, some other kit here, a screwdriver, and other things down at this end of the bag here. Well, let's start off with the spanners here. We've got an open-ended and a ring spanner here. This is size 9/16, which is pretty good all-purpose tool for aircraft. And then there's 1/2 inch, 7/16 and 3/8. Those three there. They've all got an open end and a ring on that end, which is very nice. They fit very snugly in there. That's very nice. There's an adjustable wrench here, which is particularly well made. I've never been a great fan of adjustable wrenches, in that you've really got to watch out that you don't damage the nuts and bolts that you're using them on. But this one's very nicely machined. It's got a good weight to it. It's not a lightweight piece of something off. It looks pretty well made. Forged steel fits in there. Here we've got what looks like a tyre pressure gauge. Yep. Tyre pressure gauge to fit on the tyres there, and at this end, no doubt, yes, here we have the pounds per square inch, bar, pounds per square inch, and kPa scales on here for the tyre pressure gauge. So that's pretty good. Okay, pop that in there, and then we've got here an adjustable grip, which I used to call in the old days a monkey grip. But that's a grip. You can adjust the jaw size on this so that it either grips very, very firmly like that, or you can adjust it to grip different size pieces of nut or other material at this end here with the adjuster screw like that. So that's pretty useful as well. So up to this point we've got a set of fixed spanners, ring and open end, an adjustable spanner, a tyre pressure gauge, and a monkey wrench. This looks like a mirror, which you can have a look at. It's extendable like this, so that works out quite nicely. That's very useful in aeronautical terms for sticking underneath things and having a look at various bits and pieces that you might need to view. It's also got a different angle head on the end here, so you can adjust it to pretty well any angle that you need. Extendable. This is probably a good 18 inches long by the time you look at it. And on this end here there's a pen clip, so I guess you could pop it in your pocket or something like that if you needed to. There's a handful of cable ties here. The Airman's Essential Tool, the cable tie. Plastic cable ties there, so they're always quite useful, and you can obviously replenish those from a stock as and when you need to. And there's a little selection here of small hex keys. These look a little bit small for the aircraft that I might be flying in, but they're nevertheless a selection of 4 here. The diameters are look as though they're all different. These three certainly are different sizes. Interesting, no doubt. There's a reason why one of them is metal and one of them's black, but they are three of them are black. But that is, they're all different sizes in there. Okay, pop those away back into the pocket there. And now we have a screwdriver here. It's not a ratchet screwdriver. The end comes out here, so you've got a cross head and a slotted screw there. And yep, if you pull that out, turn it round, then you've got a slightly larger size cross head on this end and a slightly larger size slotted head on that side. But no ratchet on there, but otherwise pretty good, solid looking screwdriver you've got there. And then what we've got next is a pair of side cutters. They feel nice and firm. No spring on them there to return them, but that's no bad thing. You can work them perfectly well. But a pair of side cutters is always useful for clipping off the cable ties or lock wire or whatever you may need. This one here looks like, yes it is, a plug spanner. Now this is a plug spanner size for aviation, Lycoming and Continental and other engines, the 7/8 here. The plugs on a Rotax engine are a considerably smaller size than this, so if you're going to fly regularly behind a Rotax engine, you probably might want to change this for a smaller size socket for the plugs. And there's also, in this kit anyway, there's no driver for this this particular socket here, so it's all very well having it, but you will need to carry a separate driver. I guess that's because you typically use a torque wrench to torque up the plugs, but even so, there's no driver for this particular one in this kit. What have we got here at this other end here? Well, we've got a small ratchet for a little socket set. Nice spring-loaded end in there, I guess. Yeah, that's right, which will clip that in there. So you've got it ratchet one way round that way. And ratchet the other way, which is good. And then there are there is a selection of different sockets here. It's a bit difficult to see the numbers in this particular light, but this is a 1/2" socket, which I guess would go on there and work with the open enders or the other spanners that are in the set if you need. The other three I'm guessing would be, yep, 7/16, probably 3/8 is it? Yep, a 3/8 on there. And then finally a little tiny one at the end here, which is an 11/32. Now that's actually quite a useful size. It's amazing how many nuts and bolts on aeroplanes seem to be these unusual sizes. So release that one there, and that will pop in here, and the ratchet will pop in there quite nicely. Maybe put that the other way around to keep it. Something worth mentioning is that all of these covers here, or these places where you put things, have got a little bit of elastic on them to help hold them all down. And then finally, in this corner here, we've got what looks like, yes, it's a roll of lock wire in here. There are no lock wire pliers in the kit, so you might want to add those or take them with you. There's probably room when you roll up the kit to put some more tools in here as well, particularly if you take out this big socket here for the plugs. But that's some nice stainless steel lock wire which goes in there. Okay, so there we have this complete toolkit. Looks very nice, got a nice fold over there. And as we can finish it off by rolling it all up nice and neatly in here, you can see it's a very nice, very firm canvas cover. The whole thing probably weighs a couple of kilos, I would guess. It's a pretty solid little set of tools that you've got here. But with the addition of maybe some sort of a socket to drive the plug wrench, some sort of wrench to drive the plug socket, then it looks pretty good there. All good and solid.